Welcome to StoryTime Globe, where you can listen to stories from around the globe. Today's story comes from Costa Rica, and you can find it in the illustrated book of fairy tales, retold by Neil Phillip with illustrations from Nellish Mystery. 3 Magic Oranges. Once upon a time, an old king thought it was high time his son was married. He invited princesses from far and near to a feast, but the prince didn't like any of them. The king declared that his son had better find himself a wife. So the prince mounted his horse and rode off. Before long he reached a forest, at the edge of which was an orange tree with 3 golden oranges. He picked the oranges and went on his way. It was a hot day, and the prince felt thirsty. He pulled out his knife and cut open the first orange. Wonder of wonders! From it sprang a beautiful maiden, with eyes the colour of the sky and hair the colour of the sun. "Give me a drink of water, I beg you," she pleaded. But the prince had no water to give her, and the girl vanished. The sun beat down, and the prince cut open the second orange. Wonder of wonders! From it sprang a maiden, with eyes the colour of a forest pool and hair the colour of a red hibiscus. She also begged him for water he did not have. Then she vanished. At last the prince came to a spring and drank his fill. Feeling hungry, he cut open the third orange. Wonder of wonders! From it sprang a maiden, with eyes and hair black as a raven's wing, and a face as white as a jasmine flower. "Give me water, I beg you," she pleaded. He scooped some up for her to drink, and so the spell was broken, for a witch had imprisoned her in the magic oranges. The prince and the girl were married, and before long they became king and queen. But the witch discovered that the girl had been set free, and went up to the palace crying out, "Hairpins! Who will buy my fine hairpins?" The queen asked the old woman to come in. The witch took out a hairpin topped with a pearl. "Let me fix this in your hair," she said. The queen bowed down, and the witch thrust the pin into her head. She was turned into a white dove, which flew away into the forest where the young king was hunting. The king caught the dove as a present for his wife. To his dismay, when he came home, she was nowhere to be seen. Months passed. His only comfort was the white dove, a reminder of his lost love. One day, as he stroked the bird's head, he felt the pearl head of a pin. Who could have been so cruel? He pulled the pin out, and, wonder of wonders, there stood his beautiful queen. The king ordered his men to bring the witch to the palace, but there was no need. That day her hut caught fire, and she was burned to death. The last anyone saw of her was a plume of smoke blowing over the treetops. The end.